28. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. That's 800-293-0328.
Hey, drinks tonight?
Drizzly?
Scotch, bitters, cherries.
Tequila, triple sec, limes.
That's fast delivery.
Really fast.
Like under an hour.
That's the game changer.
Yeah, what he said.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
Beer, wine, and spirits delivered in under 60 minutes.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
Yeah, we just said that.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. That's 800-221-4420.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men and women to improve their sexual performance. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get nearly 100. There's no need to pay expensive prices for Viagra or Cialis. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Change your life for the better and have fun. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. That's 800-627-3988.
Make some noise!
Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1.
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends.
Copyright 2022.
The one and only.
You're rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Check this out.
Did you know that you can get one of your favorite Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network DJs to come out to your next house party, corporate party, holiday party, or wedding reception?
Do you realize what effect this will have on the American people?
All you have to do is call and say, I need a real DJ to turn my party out. Prices start from $300.
Oh, yeah.
We've got our own equipment, music library, and light show. We just ask you for a 50% deposit. The balance paid when we show up to play, and that's it. We accept PayPal and, of course, cash. Don't settle for a sucker DJ.
I'm sorry I ruined your New Year's Eve party, Lieutenant Dan.
Call the pros you listen to every day on the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Do you really want to party?
407-796-8264. That's 407-796-8264. Stand by.
Power on.
About time we're going to start the party without you.
Just get the show going.
Captain Company
is now boarding.
Gate
2022. The thoughts and opinions expressed on Captain Company do not reflect those of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network, my union, its affiliates, and or sponsors. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Captain Company Internet Airways flight number 2012 with nonstop hits for grown folk from Central Florida. My name is Tammy, and I will be your head flight attendant this morning, along with Reese, the producer. If there is anything I can do to make this show more enjoyable for you this morning, please don't hesitate to let me know by ringing or texting 407-304-0488. The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign, so please sit back and relax and enjoy Captain and Company, now via your favorite online station.
Well, good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
Just another manic Monday.
It's Back to Work Monday.
If you on the job right now, quit your surfing. Back to work, fool.
no need to fear.
Captain and Company in the morning.
Is here.
You know this ain't no place for no kids.
And no, you can't have a lap dance.
He talks more than a phonograph record.
Do you want to have a party? Do you want to have a ball? Do you want to make a scene? Then scream!
Roses, roses, roses are red, violets are blue. See who we had dinner with last night, I mean to tell you. It was my boy Andre Portier, yes indeedy. Hey man, you know what, we ain't gonna have dinner with Tom Brown and Kim Waters. Where's my credit card? I ain't got no money left from Hawaii. I just go ahead and use my EBT card and take care of dinner. Yes, thank you, Dre, for that one. And also, thank you for being the butt of the joke today, because what happened to Boston last night? All of that talk, what happened to Boston last night?
Tears, no fears, man.
Oh, is that right?
Respect it, don't neglect it.
All right, my brother.
Treat it, don't beat it, my man.
All right, baby.
Wheels up, flaps down. Let's fly.
Texas 1549, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
You can always return to
Orlando.
You like it? Tell me what you're working with.
Oh my God, the list of birthdays today on a Back to Work Monday, trying to go through pictures from this weekend, trying to talk to people about videos that didn't get sent. Maybe we are going to have a communication breakdown today, but happy birthday, Norman Washington Jr. Giscombe. That's his government name in England, but we would remember him as Junior on Captain Company in the morning. There is a communication breakdown around here. Why do these people still send me emails? $100 gift card at the dollar store. Do you really expect me? Honestly, $100 gift card at the dollar store. And you expect me to believe that the dollar store sent me that? I thought it was $1.50 to buy something at the dollar store, but I beg to differ, you know. Captain Company, oh my goodness, I had some time off. Went up to Ocala. Hung out with the press secretary. Saw an old friend. Came back, went to a big party. Dealt with the death of a good friend of mine. Wanted to kill a DJ myself. And ended up having a blast and dinner with not only Tom Brown, but saxophonist Kim Waters and his best friend, who is a Apple fan. Yes, because I'm getting back at you, because I'm going to remain an Android kind of guy. Where's his business card? Denarius Thomas. Boy, that brother was funny as hell. But there was somebody even funnier I was out with last night. Even though the CEO threw me under the bus, I don't know how many times at the dinner table, but hey, that's the CEO. But, hey, man, I'm paying for dinner around here, man, so that means I get to talk trash. Yeah, my name is Andre Potier. How come that DJ didn't show up the other night? I would have kicked his ass. Andre, you didn't even pick up the phone. Why is it people that don't pick up the phone, the ones that talk the most trash? I would have done this. I should have done that. And didn't do SHI. Well, you know the rest of it. But he did pick up the tab last night, so that's okay. And then he became the butt of the joke because, man, Boston gonna blow out Golden State. What are you talking about? My name is Andre Potier. I just got back from Hawaii. I know what I'm talking about. You can't even afford to go to Gainesville. You can only get up to Ocala. I want to know why I do what I do and say what I do. People that just poke at you. They're like the no-see-em bugs. You know about them no-see-ems. And they're supposed to be biting you, and I still can't see them, but they're biting you. And they keep poking at you and poking at you and poking at you and poking at you and poking at you, kind of like pop, 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 pop. And then Pop gets his day in the moment. You get your kick, 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 kick. So you Boston fans, do me a favor. Take your Apple phones and shut the hell up. More festivities on Captain Company in the Morning, flight number 2426. Another birthday boy. And he played the trumpet. A little bit, but no, not Herb Albert. And Tom Brown did sign our trumpet. I'll put that up there so you can see it. I'm talking about Jimmy Jams. Yes, Jimmy Jams. James Harris celebrating a birthday. Company in the Morning. Yes, it's Jimmy Jam's birthday, and he produced that. Herb Albert, Janet Jackson, Keep Your Eye on Me. Plenty of tracks he produced. And since we're talking about trumpets, and I have mine in my hand, you see this on Twitch TV and YouTube and all those other people, and you see that Tom Brown signed this trumpet. You see this, okay? And you see on the other side that he signed the trumpet. Now, I know the CEO needs to get up and take the car in to put nitrogen in the tire, so let me see if I can. Hold on. Hey, I can do it. I can go. Okay. Now that I'm getting cussed out, but that's all right. She had dinner for free last night.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement.
Captain and Company in the Morning. It's a Back to Work Monday. Slick Vic checking in with news you can use to start your day.
Police were hunting for multiple gunmen yesterday after a shooting rampage on a crowded Philadelphia street killed 3 people and injured 11. This witness described the scene.
I just saw people running, and so my main job was to make sure that nobody ran into the establishment. So,
hours later, a shooting at a Tennessee nightclub left 3 dead and 14 injured in Chattanooga. One of the deaths involved a person hit by a vehicle during a scramble after the shooting started just before 3 a.m. And in Socorro, Texas, police are investigating a shooting that left 5 injured at a graduation party. In Philadelphia, authorities said there appeared to be multiple gunmen and that a physical altercation may have led to gunfire. And in Tennessee, authorities also believe there were multiple shooters, but police said there was not an ongoing public safety threat.
Later on, nearly a couple hours later in Tennessee, a shooting in a Tennessee nightclub early Sunday morning led to 3 deaths and 14 more suffering gunshot wounds and other injuries. People were hit by gunfire and 3 were hit by vehicles trying to flee the scene, according to Chattanooga Police Chief Celeste Murphy. 2 people died from gunshot wounds and a 3rd died after being hit by a vehicle. 16 of the victims were adults and 1 was a juvenile. Several others remained in critical condition. Officers reported of a shooting at 2:42 a.m. on McCallie Avenue near a nightclub and found multiple victims upon arrival. The shooting comes the weekend after 6 juveniles were wounded during an exchange of gunfire in a downtown Chattanooga business district. As we get more information on any of these events, we will provide them to you as we receive them. Parents and victims of survivors in the mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde, Texas will appear before a House committee this week in an effort to bring home the devastation of America's gun violence epidemic. Representative Carolyn Maloney, the chairwoman of the House Oversight Committee, said Friday the hearing will examine the human impact of gun violence and the urgency for lawmakers to enact gun control restriction. The panel for this Wednesday's hearing will include testimony from the mother of a 20-year-old man who was shot in a racist mass shooting last month at a Buffalo supermarket, as well as parents of a 10-year-old girl shot and killed in her elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, 12 days later. A House package debated Thursday and approved by Committee 25-19 is less sweeping but includes a provision raising the required age for buying semi-automatic firearms to 21. It still faces slim chances in the Senate, where we have Republicans who are more beholden to the NRA and protecting their quote-unquote Second Amendment rights than protecting the children and those of a darker hue in this country of ours. But of course, what do I know? I'm just an online DJ giving reports and news just for you. Ooh, must be the music. And that's what's going on in the world we live in at this hour. I will talk to you at the end of hour number 1 with your entertainment reports. And Captain, it got a little wet yesterday over at the Zora Festival. Are we going to see more of the same today, sir?
Absolutely, because it's rainy season. You ain't know? You better ask somebody, except Andre Portier. He knows everything. Man, I know the weatherman because I bought him some pineapple Hennessy. And do they even make pineapple Hennessy? They might make strawberry Hennessy. Anyhow, Toronto, north of the border, 60 degrees on the outside, 66 later on today. Clouds and rain for you. Inside of the Capital Beltway, 72. 85 where the Commanders are practicing. Kansas City with Johnny Brooklyn, who'll be down here in a couple of weeks. 68 on the outside, 85, mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy in San Francisco, 54 on the out, 68 later on today. LA, down there in Skid Row, that's what happens when you drink strawberry Hennessy, 62, 77 later on today. Right here in Orlando, 81, and it's already cloudy. Good chance of an afternoon shower, 88. Right here on Captain Company in the Morning, flight number 2426 on this Back to Work Monday.
You know, we've been together for some time, and I've been experiencing some kind of feelings that's changed and rearranged for the better. And I hope that you've been feeling the same way, and pray that you ain't running game. Hey, just what do you have to say? You do? Well, you seem to know what I'm saying. But let me just explain once more, okay? Check it out. It don't take a genius to know I care for you. Love, cherish, respect, and always be there for you. Why not? It's quite simple. A love affair like this, I can truly get my heart into. Haven't you? Cause you're my morning flower. For you, I give my fortune, fame, and power. No, I'm not kidding. But shouldn't we just enjoy this and take it as it is? You do? So do I. Don't you see that you're the apple in my sleepy eyes? My dear, I must confess that I'm your love slave and you're my empress. I love you like a wife, mother, sister, or daughter. Worship your every move, even drink your bath water. I'm not playing, it's true. And my love is for only you. I see you got the picture. So come over here and let's get freaky. You ready? 1 and a 2 and a 1. I wanna do it like and give it to you just like. Come over here and do it like. Turn around and I do a little something like. 2 times. 1 more time, hit it. What?
Take you by the hand and talk to you just for a while. And I'll kiss your cheek and say sweet things
Just to see you smile. Only you can make me do all the things I do. I'm stuck to you just like crazy glue. I'm not the kind of guy who just likes to slam bam, thinking ma'am, then I'm through. You're the only one for me, yep, just you. You and only you. Cause of the things you do. Don't you see I'm the one for you? These words are true, and my love is for only you.
Friday off. Had the remix weekend. You're going to hear from my press secretary in hour number 3. There was a TV show that we actually watched together, and it was absolutely hilarious. I'll save the best comedy for later. But last night, hanging out with jazz great Kim Waters and Tom Brown, having dinner and just discussion and life in general and things we're going to do here in Central Florida. Yes, I'm working on something where we're bringing... yes, I guess I'll get into the concert business. But I wouldn't call it concert business. It's kind of like a meet and greet where you get to hang out with the superstars and have dinner, and they might do an unplugged or something like that. Because I'm just sick and tired of people who say they're going to do something and they don't do it, and they know who they are. I don't need to go into that after-party fiasco. If your picture is on a flyer promoting something and you're not here to do it, what does that make you look like? Would somebody please say it out loud? I'm going to stop the music, so I want you to understand what I'm saying. If you're doing something, you're promoting an event that has your picture on it, and you're not there, what does that make you look like? I can't even say it. Sad. Very sad. But yet you want me to call you and get your side of the... No. Nope. This is what you do with a person like that. Can I... Please, Tammy. Hand me that. Yes. Just hand me that right there. And you just... People like that, you see? Scissors, yes. I know I need a haircut. One day I'll get one when I find a barber that will, say that at 1 o'clock come over and I'll cut your hair at 1 o'clock. Not 2 o'clock, not 3 o'clock. You cut them out too. So you see this? You see what I'm doing on Twitch? You cut those kind of people right out of your life because you don't need those kind of people. These people will F you up, and then when it's all said and done with, they'll sit there and look at you like, I didn't do that. You did that. And I'm like, wow, really? But then again, it only seems to happen right here in Orlando. So I'm beginning to wonder, is it a Southern thing maybe? I hope I'm wrong, but I know Teddy, if he was alive right now, he'd be going, Captain, it's not a Southern thing. Trust me, it's not a Southern thing. It's a stupid thing, not a Southern thing.
I had a dream that the South had risen, but this time it's gonna be okay. From the flesh of Orlando, Knoxville, Tennessee, it'll be one nation of the groups. Let it rise, Johnny, let it rise. Throwing those picnics and barbecues, up to date gossip and local news. Peeping those girls with the Daisy Dukes, bouncing to the beats of a Southern hook. Loving that chicken, those collard greens, black-eyed sweet
Hi, this is Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, and when I want to reminisce about the good old days, I log on to Captain and Company in the morning on oldschool101.com.
Slick Vic coming up with the Monday entertainment news. Because you see, what happened was... right here on Captain Company in the morning, 69 Boys.
It's a dance where I'm from that we love to do. A street dance, even though boys love to do. Some say it started down south, yo, but that ain't true. It started in Duval and it's called the Woo. Most people do it different, some do it the same. Where I'm from, everybody go against the grain. But when it comes to the whoop, if you talk about it, you better be about it. Cause we bout to see about it. Where I'm from, we'll whoop against anybody. Young or old, we'll whoop against anybody. At the club or the barbecue, whole family in the backyard doing the woo. So woo, get it, woo, get it. My whole city get loose. And you don't need no partner, dog. Cause when you woo, it's all about you. I feel a woo coming on. Yeah, I feel a woo coming on. Alright. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. My whole city get loose. I feel a woo coming on. A woo coming on. I feel a woo coming on. A woo coming on. North side, hit 'em with it. South side, hit 'em with the east side. Hit 'em with the west side. Hit 'em with the right now. I wanna know who woo the best. Is it north side, south side, east or west? One's park or the beach. We bout to see who got the heat when Doom drop the beat. 2 times for Duck and Rick and Pee Wee. The Woo King and the Woo OGs. Who cares? Some hate when you rock your woo. Gon' do what you do, what you do, what you do. Feel a woo coming on, a woo coming on. I'm about to hit the dance floor, you can come along. If you don't come along, I'ma have to go alone. Hold my drink though, so I can get my whoop on. If you came with your dog, get with your dog. Go ahead, click with your dog. Get loose, get lit with your dog. Whoop it up and represent our dog. Woo coming on. Yeah, I feel a woo coming on. Alright. Hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the. Woo, 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 woo. I feel a woo coming on. I think I feel a woo coming on. Yeah. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. My whole city get loose.
Putting a bow on hour number 1 on Captain the Company in the morning on this Back to Work Monday. Slick Vic with your entertainment report brought to you by Apply Pressure Washing Incorporated. Give them a call. They can do it all. 321-805-1835 or send an email to applypressure1000@gmail.com. For the second straight week, Top Gun Maverick soared on top of the box office, in spite of dropping 32% from its opening weekend. Its second weekend in film saw the sequel to Tom Cruise's hit 80s classic breaking $86 million in ticket sales. Its 32% decline from its opening weekend marked the smallest decline for a movie that opened above $100 million. The $124 million opening weekend marked Tom Cruise's biggest opening film to this date. Already in worldwide ticket sales, Top Gun Maverick has grossed $548.6 million, easily one of the biggest hits in Tom Cruise's career. Rounding out the top 5, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness comes in second with $9.3 million. The Bob's Burgers movie was third with $4.5 million. The Bad Guys fourth with $3.3 million. And Downtown Abbey: A New Era rounds up the top 5 with $3 million. Last month, CBS made a stunning announcement canceling a popular TV show, the reboot of Magnum P.I. after 4 seasons. However, Thomas Magnum may not be hanging up his Hawaiian shirt after all. According to Deadline, talks are underway to air a 5th season of the Hawaii-based action detective series on NBC, with older episodes airing on the USA Network. This could lead to Peacock ending up with streaming rights. The show was the highest rated series to be canceled this season and was a hit overseas, causing fans and those who starred in the series to put out petitions and go to social media to have the series return. The cancellation on May 12th was due to negotiations between CBS Studios and Universal Television, which co-owned the production, breaking down over licensing fees. But if you want my real opinion, I think a certain prime minister heard the news and say, "Hey, man, if y'all can't give me a guest appearance on the show, I need y'all to cancel this TV, because my name is Andre Potier." We can either confirm or deny if he said that when we talked to him at the Zora Festival yesterday. And that wraps up our entertainment reports for today. More Back to Work Monday coming up shortly on Captain the Company in the Morning here on oldschool101.com and rhythm96.com.
This is A7BN's Kumo, Kyle Nash, here to tell you about the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Workshop. Powered by the Black Women's Roundtable, this event on June 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. will feature proctologist Dr. Daniel Galante to bring awareness to subjects surrounding colon and rectal health for the loved ones in our lives with whom we live and support. The event will take place at the office of the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition at 4081 L.B. McLeod Road, Unit C in Orlando. That's the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Workshop on June 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. A chance to live smarter and feel better.
You heard the saying. There are two things every American does: die and pay taxes. Well, there's a third: watch television. Listen, we all watch TV, but it doesn't need to be cable. With a new dish about the size of a pizza dish installed on your home, you have TV of the future. Did you know with this new home service you can watch TV at home on any computer or tablet that has the internet, even on your phone? Watch TV anywhere in the country, all with this new Dish TV service. You can go on vacation and take your TV service with you, even let your kids watch it at college, all for one low price, locked in for 2 years, and guaranteed to be cheaper than your cable bill. Call right now.
800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. That's 800-293-0328.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. That's 800-221-4420.
Make some noise! Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1,
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends. Copyright 2022.
The one and only.
You're rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men and women to improve their sexual performance. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get nearly 100. There's no need to pay expensive prices for Viagra or Cialis. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Change your life for the better and have fun. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. That's 800-627-3988.
Back to Work Monday.
If you on the job right now, quit your surfing. Back to work, fool.
It's worked so far, but we're not out yet.
Hour number
2 of Captain Company in the Morning. Oh boy, we're just getting cranked up.
Work it. Work it. Work it.
I think I've cleaned out most of my email on the spam side. Somebody even sent me an email saying that if I fill out this form, I could win a burger and fries worth $5 from McDonald's. And I'm like, you can tell McDonald's to take that $5 burger and give it to the DJ that didn't show up to the after party, because that's right where he needs to be. All right. 10 after the hour. Slick Vic, boy, look at here. This is what happens when you take some time off from work. You got to deal with all sorts of foolishness all over the place. What's happening, brother?
Man, it's ridiculous, Captain. Good morning to you, sir, on this back to work Monday. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm being bombarded by spam, and I'm like, who are these people? And then I'm trying to find, like your emails, your files that I need, and I think that might be why I missed horoscopes. Because now there it is. Oh, it got sandwiched in between the Orlando Magic trying to tell me something, and are you ready for this? Ron DeSantis now wants to take over Florida colleges to screen what they're teaching kids. This is what an email came from the Orlando Sentinel said.
Sentinel.
And I'm just shaking my head, This guy really thinks somebody's going to be dumb enough to elect him. I don't get it.
Dumb, man. Dumb.
So what's been going on with you since we last saw each other yesterday with Tom Brown?
I'm still trying to get over the I will not say bad service, but the slower than usual service at Denny's, where yourself, the press secretary, and I had our pseudo prayer luncheon prior to attending the Zora Festival yesterday.
Yes. We went to Denny's because, according to what I was told from the press secretary, and it's not her fault, okay? It's not her fault. But Denny's is supposed to have this all-you-can-eat breakfast. And I believe it was for $7.99. But Denny's, let me tell you how slick they are. Denny's is like Ron DeSantis. How stupid can you get? They actually want to charge you after you order your first bacon and or sausage $1.29 for every time you order. So if I wanted 5 pieces of bacon afterwards, I might as well go to, I don't know, Publix, where shopping is a pleasure, buy my own damn bacon and fry it up myself versus trying to all I can eat bacon and or sausage at Denny's.
Right. Foolishness.
But I can
But
get
the thing-
I can get all the pancakes I want. I can have
You
all
get
the
pan-
eggs I want. I can have all the toast I want. Then I would probably need Geritol because my,
Yes.
I'm all stopped up.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. But only Denny's would say something that slick out the mouth. I mean,
They don't say it, or even not say it at all.
well, see, you should have hung out with us for dinner because then you would have met Brother Denarius Thomas and how bad he's promoting Apple products. I mean, every time I said something about an Android, he's like, "Nope, you need an Apple."
I don't need an apple, I need an orange.
Yes, and so finally, at the very end of the dinner festivities, I got back at him about Androids, and we all fell out laughing. But you missed out on a good time. Also, Kim Waters is funny as hell, especially. He should be downloading stuff for the next, 6 years. As many things as he didn't know. He was steadily, I need this, I need that. I got to get this. But a fun time had by all last night.
Yeah.
Now, I do need to do I do need to play the horoscopes, right?
You do.
Okay, so let's do that, and then maybe I might be able to get one track in, and then the 10-20 comedy bit, and get back on course, because what's the phrase that pays, Slick Vic?
There are many phrases that pays is served.
The one that you talked about 10,000 times you were going to use today.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
Wow. All of that trash you talked, and you just dropped it all over the street.
From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP on a Back to Work Monday, June the 6th. We are back in business here on Captain and Company in the morning. Let's get into your daily horoscopes with Aries. Your self-confidence is likely to skyrocket today. Good news about money could reach you while you're at home, causing family members to want to celebrate. You might be a little tired, but you'll be up for it anyway since the news gives you a second wind. Gemini. Today could bring a lot of physical activity, possibly including workouts and dancing, as your energy, enthusiasm, and stamina are all high. Life may be mentally demanding too, but you can handle it. Communications with friends and colleagues should be warm, congenial, and full of good-natured banter. You could be exhausted but satisfied with everything you've done by the end of today. Cancer. Children cross your path today for some reason. You might get caught up in their games and momentarily experience being a child again yourself. This could increase your appeal for love partners, so don't be surprised if you're the recipient of admiring advances from others. At some point, you might be the center of attention, which is flattering or dangerous, depending upon whose attention you have. Leo, communication flows freely today. Land might be discussed. 40 acres and a mule, after all. At some point, you'll be reminded of someone from the past and experience a momentary wave of longing to see this person again. That sounds familiar. This won't last, however. You'll be too busy relating to those you're currently talking to. Expect to learn a lot and accomplish more throughout the course of the day. Virgo, expect to hear some great news from relatives or neighbors, perhaps involving money. You could hear this from more than one source, so it's likely true. You might spend a lot of time driving around, mainly running errands, but also seeking people who are in the know. Someone you need to reach won't be available, but don't let that stop you. Keep going, and you'll find what you want. Libra, the forthcoming completion of a frustrating project could be moved closer by one intense burst of energy from you. Self-confidence and determination come together to make sure you tie up all the loose ends and finish it all up. However, don't expect to be able to relax for long. The enthusiasm generated by the success of this project will only whet your appetite for new ones. Scorpio, today you might plan a trip, perhaps a long-distance vacation. You may be planning far in advance, but you love to dream about the possibilities now. You're in the position where you feel secure enough financially and established enough in your working life to cut yourself a little slack and make some time for enjoyment. Sagittarius, some interesting insights could steer you in the right direction regarding a goal you've been working toward for a long time. You generally prefer logic to ESP, but your intuition is so strong that it's difficult to resist. You could also feel a burst of physical energy that spurs you on to do whatever needs to be done. Don't worry about what's rational. Follow your heart. Capricorn, expect to spend a lot of time communicating with others, perhaps texting multiple friends at one time, either individually or in a group chat. At least one could end up being helpful to your professional life. A lot of stimulating conversation could take place today, perhaps giving you clues to opportunities or trends that you want to follow. Aquarius, your health is likely to be glowing and your physical energy is high, probably due to the Zora Festival. You'll probably want to spend some of your time today working out or otherwise getting some exercise. This gets the endorphins going, so you feel that much more motivated to pursue job-related or personal projects. Relations with others should be stimulating and jovial, although not deep or intimate. Sports or games could be especially appealing. Oh, I wonder what's going on today in sports. We'll find out later. Aquarius, intense communication throughout the day could bring you closer to a friend or a lover. Conversations about a number of different subjects could increase your understanding of one another and leave you with a lot of wonderful memories of the day. If possible, you could drive into the country or just hang together, but above all, have fun. And last but not least, to close it out, it's time for the Bulls of Taurus. It's time to get in touch with the people in your neighborhood. Mr. Rogers, stand back. By reaching out to the people you live near in a jovial and congenial way, you build community spirit. You can expect a lot of stimulating conversation once you take the initiative. Valuable business contacts could be made today, although you might not be aware of it at the time. I guess it's time to knock on doors and find the money. From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP with your daily horoscope. We'll check back in with sports later on in the show. It's all for you right here on a Back to Work Monday on Captain and Company in the Morning.
Like you do, ooh, it's like you do.
Listen, did you forget? It's time for the Daily Comedy Bit. I'm looking out for you, buddy.
Strange crap in the internet brought to you by Explosions and Stupidity. Yes, plenty of that today on Captain and Company in the morning. Well, you know how those people that have those issues with Amazon packages getting stolen, so they're rigging cameras and trapping their boxes to make it look like there's a package and there's a glitter bomb or something like that? Well, there's an ex-Marine who decided to take matters into his own hands, and somebody put it on TikTok. Black man walks up to another black man's house and decides he's going to take his package. But what he found inside was, well, shocking.
Ex-Marine rigs package with flashbang.
I knew you been stealing okay, yeah.
Yep, you heard the computer-generated voice right. That said a flashbang. Unsuspecting black man walks up to a package he thinks he's going to pilfer, and the flashbang goes off, knocking him clear to the ground and his pants down to the ground, even though they were halfway across his behind anyway. The Marine on the other end of the digital camera ringer thing decides that he's going to continue his tirade and calls him, well, you guessed it, let's just say everybody's least favorite word. But he had a point because the dude had been taking packages, got discovered, and now is paying the price. Moving on to other stupid reasons to have the police called. Of course, it happens in Florida. 2 people inside an SUV collided with a FedEx truck that also had 2 people in it. The accident took place in Fort Lauderdale at North Ocean Boulevard and 19th Street around 6:49 p.m. Bear in mind, this is plenty of daylight outside, right? Well, at the time of the crash, the folks inside the SUV were found to be naked. It was said that at the time of the incident, the woman was performing oral sex on the male driver. The 2 individuals in the FedEx truck sustained minor injuries. The male driver of the SUV involved in the accident was also injured. Medical professionals said it was a bone injury. From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP with your 1020 comedy bit. Let's get back to it on Captain and Company in the morning.
Speak up, Jack. Love you like a play cousin. Ah,
Do you remember when it first died, September? Love was changing the minds, pretender, while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing, and the key that souls singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars go the night away.
program for a special announcement.
Captain and Company in the morning, rolling along on a Back to Work Monday, at least back to work for us after the extended weekend. Slick Vic with some more news you can use, brought to you by the BJ Murphy Show, Mondays through Thursdays, 3 to 6 on oldschool101.com.
The head of the Uvalde School District Police Department, Pete Arredondo, who oversaw the law enforcement response to a shooting that left 19 kids dead, arrived at the scene last month without his radio and other equipment. That's according to 2 law enforcement sources to the Austin American-Statesman, part of the USA Today network. That latest development comes after State Senator Roland Gutierrez said that 911 calls from children inside Robb Elementary School were not relayed to the chief. Arredondo's actions have been under increasing scrutiny, particularly why it took more than an hour after the shooter's arrival to stop him. Arredondo's decision to treat the incident as a barricaded subject instead of active shooter has been particularly criticized. Experts say the response was out of step with law enforcement training about how to handle such shootings. Arredondo was elected to Uvalde City Council before the shooting and remains on the police job, but has repeatedly declined to comment. The amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere is now more than 50% higher than pre-industrial times. It's at levels not seen since millions of years ago, when the planet was a hothouse, ocean-inundated one. Peter Tans, head of the NOAA Global Monitoring Laboratory, said, quote, "Carbon dioxide is at levels our species has never experienced before," unquote. Burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere and oceans. Emissions have caused temperatures to rise to levels that cannot be explained by natural factors, according to scientists. NOAA says rising temperatures have led to more extreme weather, including heat, drought, and heavier tropical storm activity. And levels of carbon dioxide continue to rise when scientists say they need to be falling. This year's carbon dioxide level is a slightly bigger jump than from May 2020 to May 2021. Parents eager to vaccinate their youngest children against COVID-19 might be able to do so by June 21st. White House COVID-19 coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha said that'll be the case for kids under 5 if federal regulators authorize for the age group as expected.
We expect that vaccinations will begin in earnest as early as Tuesday, June 21st, and really roll on throughout that week. Now, it will take some time to ramp up the program and for vaccines to be more widely available. And as doses arrive in places throughout the country, more sites will have vaccines, more appointments will become available. And our expectation is that within weeks, every parent who wants their child to get vaccinated will be able to get an appointment.
That's all the news you can use for this particular hour on this Back to Work Monday. Speaking of back to work, Captain, are people going to be going back to work in Toronto and Kansas City with some favorable conditions, sir?
Well, as soon as you figure out that you were supposed to say what had happened was, oh my goodness, what had happened was Victor forgot his line. That's what had happened. So, anyhow, Toronto 62 degrees this hour, 76 in DC, 72 in Kansas City, 55 in double technicals in San Francisco. That's ridiculous. 63 in mostly cloudy skies down in Hollywood. And right here in Orlando, what had happened was it was 85, and I forgot to go to the club and do my emceeing because I was hanging out with the captain and his press secretary. That's what had happened, so. And wait till I tell you about what they did over the weekend. Oh! Pretty Tony fixing it in the mix. 38 after the hour. Captain Company on the Captain Company Radio Network. This weekend, well, it's not going to be as festive as last weekend, but Friday we will not be on the show live again. It will be in the mix. I mean, it is Freestyle Friday, but this Friday we've been invited to hear the state of Orange County with the Mayor Jerry Demings. You know, his wife Val is running for Congress. He's running for mayor again of Orange County, so I need to go down there with my hat and collection plate out because I know he needs to advertise his campaign, and yes, we need to get a couple of dollars from Brother Jerry. Speaking of people with a couple of dollars, because they work so many jobs, the press secretary of Captain and Company. Good morning, Miss Press Secretary.
Good morning, Captain. How are you?
Fine. How yous doing this weekend?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm actually kind of mystified that Slick Vic would forget his line of
What had happened?
Yeah, what had happened was, how do you forget as much as he talked about it on Saturday?
Yeah.
And into Sunday, and to forget about it, I'm like, wow. But we will get back. We'll get back with Slick Vic a little later on in the program. But on Saturday, you had me watch a program that I thought was absolutely hilarious. Would you tell people about it?
Yeah, it's called Married at First Sight. So couples don't know each other, know nothing about each other until they meet at the altar and then get married. Yes.
Who would do that? That was my whole premise. Who in the world would do that? But these people happen to have came from D.C.
Correct, yeah.
So I had to laugh, and there was one couple. Well, there were 5 different couples, okay? I remember that many.
Right.
And 2 of them were black, and the funniest ones were the darker-skinned black folk.
Yes.
Because they just could not, they weren't having it.
Right.
Or maybe she wasn't having it. And
right.
So at one point, he was sleeping in another hotel room. Now, supposedly they got married, or allegedly they got married on the show.
They did, yes.
The very next day, they're supposed to be, well, not really consummating the relationship. I mean, they're not like the 72-hour rule that I have, but yeah, I got that one in there. There's a 72-hour rule, but anyhow, they just couldn't get it together. I mean,
right.
they weren't even close. I mean, not even holding hands, and no intimacy, nothing. And
they weren't feeling it, yeah.
No, they weren't feeling it. Because what had happened was I was getting married on TV and then having my breakfast at Denny's. But, it wasn't happening. But
yeah, well, she had stated he claimed, not on camera, that he has to have sex on the honeymoon. That if they didn't have sex on the honeymoon, he couldn't continue on being married to her. And he stated that off camera, but she was addressing it on camera. That he has 2 different sides. But what I was watching last night was they are now warming up to each other while the other couples are falling apart. So,
really?
Yeah.
The other couples, who fell apart?
The other black couple that we thought were going to go on forever, they are having issues, and it was the last night of their honeymoon, and he left, and he cursed out the producers, he cursed everybody out on the bus, he even cursed out his wife. Yeah.
So that's over with. Now what about that little short white girl and the that had to have insulin?
Yes, they're still going strong. Yeah.
Okay, I figured they would. They had it going on, if you ask me.
Yeah, but now they're all back in Washington, and they're all in a neutral apartment together. So this episode that I was watching, they're all living together as a married couple in a new apartment, so they can learn about each other.
Oh, okay. So they can listen to each other snore and share bodily functions and things of that nature.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and going back to work and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get back to work. That's the press secretary, ladies and gentlemen. You will be hearing commentary from her too. Yes, right here on Captain and Company in the morning.
like it? Oh, baby, do you like it? Oh, baby, do you like it? Well, if it feels that damn good, baby, let me hear you scream. That's the deal, that's the deal, that's the deal, that's the deal.
This is DJ Rachel, and you're listening to my buddy, Captain and Company in the Morning, now on oldschool101.com and rhythm96.com.
Hasheem rocking the Knowfish right here on Captain and Company in the morning.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Birthdays on this Back to Work Monday flight number 2426. How many people have an afro pick at home with the fist? You know where that all started from? Tommy Smith, who was on the podium collecting his Olympic medal at the Mexico City Games 1968. Tommy Smith celebrating his birthday at 72 years young. Tennis great Bjorn Borg is 66. Bobby Mitchell, who ran the rock for the Washington Redskins. And somebody over the weekend was talking about Redskin potatoes, and I looked at them at Denny's and I go, at least they're not calling them cowboy potatoes. Levi Stubbs from the Four Tops. Today would have been his birthday. Also born on this day, Robert Englund. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, Freddy Krueger's the name. You know about, oh no, you didn't know, Bill Bates, who played for the football team I just talked about. He was a bad boy, and today's his birthday. Also, you know about Junior, or well, actually, Norman Washington Gliscombe, a.k.a. Junior. We'll play his number one song coming up next hour. Trust me on that one. And Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Harris is his real last name. And one of my all-time favorites that he produced, well, that's coming up next. And no, it's not a Janet Jackson song.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Birthdays are like chocolate chip cookies. If you think about how many you've had, it makes you kind of sick.
Yes, he produced this. Alexander O'Neal. Boy, they be jamming. Now you see why they call them super producers. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, those boys were off the chain. Anything they touched turned to gold or platinum back in the day. Anyhow, Captain Company in the morning.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Swing and a miss. Slam dunk. Touchdown. Sports.
From the shores of the St. John's at the A7BN Sports Desk, this is BP with your Back to Work Monday edition of the Sports Wrap, presented by Premier Oracle Elevator. 321-316-8558 is the number to call to reach John Gill for all of your vertical transportation needs. Week 7 of the National Arena League is where we'll start. Everybody in action this weekend. San Antonio expansion team going on the road to play the Jacksonville Sharks. Sharks get the victory on a game-winning touchdown as time expired. Final score is 72-67. Notable in this game was 50-year-old kicker Mike Hollis. That name sounds familiar to you. You're a Jacksonville Jaguars fan from back in the, I guess, golden days. Mike Hollis signing with the Jacksonville Sharks to kick, coming out of retirement, essentially, and running some kicking camps of his own. If it wasn't for me sitting in the chat room during the Orlando Predators broadcast, their team might not have known that Mike Hollis was the one kicking, as they kept referring to their 50-year-old kicker in Jacksonville. Somebody let them know the Preds I'm available, $500 a game. Speaking of Orlando, they won 48-44 over the Columbus Lions. Columbus was down as much as 20 in this game and crawled back. If it wasn't for some implosion and several offsides penalties on high motion men, the Predators might not have gotten the game-winning interception to clinch. Carolina Cobras were on the road against the defending champs in the Albany Empire, and Carolina gets the dub 58-50 in a good ball game. Over to the USFL now. Good action on Week 8 as we get close to the end of the season. Playoffs around the corner, if you can believe it. Friday night's game, the New Jersey Generals win over the Pittsburgh Maulers 29-18. The Birmingham Stallions stay undefeated, winning 10-9 over the New Orleans Breakers. Stars beat the Panthers 46-24, and in a very important game for the Tampa Bay Bandits, they beat the Houston Gamblers 13-3. That game rings important as playoff scenarios are not quite complete yet. The North Division leading New Jersey Generals have clinched the playoffs, and right behind them, the Philadelphia Stars at 5-3. In the South Division, the Birmingham Stallions are pretty much the regular season champions at 8-0. They are definitely in the playoffs. That fourth and final spot now comes between New Orleans at 5-3 and Tampa Bay at 4-4. Taking a look at the schedule for Week 9, you'll never believe who gets to join up and play each other. Tampa Bay in a must-win scenario in Week 9 if they want to get into the playoffs. They kick off between the Bandits and the Breakers at 4 o'clock on Sunday, June 12th. Stanley Cup playoffs, we'll take a look at the Western Final first over on Saturday. Colorado extends their series lead 3-0 over Edmonton. They won 4-2. They have a chance to sweep. Rangers took on the Lightning in the Eastern Finals. New York with a 2-game lead until the Lightning pulled it off down at Amalie Arena. 3-2, Tampa Bay wins it. 2-1, the series now belonging to New York. Avalanche will have a chance to complete the sweep and move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's tonight at 8 o'clock on TNT. Edmonton fighting for their playoff lives. Over to the NBA Finals, Golden State and Boston. And Golden State at home wins against the Celtics 107-88 to tie the series at a game apiece. Take 2 days off. They'll come back and play Game 3 in Boston. Warriors at the Celtics, 9 o'clock on ABC. NCAA baseball tournament. We'll take a look at the teams in Florida to see how they fared. Florida State has made 44 consecutive tournament appearances and have yet to win a national championship. Well, looks like this season, more of the same. In the Auburn Regional, Florida State opened up against UCLA, winning 5-3. They faced the home team and got shellacked 21-7. And in their elimination game on Saturday, UCLA knocked out Florida State 2-1. Auburn got into a blowout with UCLA, and they will win the regional and move on to the Supers. In Gainesville, Florida hosting the regional there, opening up on Friday night. 7-3, they beat Central Michigan. Took a loss on Saturday against Oklahoma, 9-4. Bouncing back in an elimination game Saturday against Central Michigan, winning 6-5. then played Oklahoma with a chance to go to the Supers for the Sooners. Florida puts that on hold, 7-2. Game 7 in the regional, now necessary. They'll take off at 1 o'clock today, winner to the Super Regionals. In Coral Gables, Miami hosting. Miami taking on Canisius in the opening round on Saturday, winning 11-6. Their next game yesterday, losing 2-1 to Ole Miss. Tried to stave off elimination against Arizona and was unsuccessful. The Wildcats win 4-3. Chance for the Super Regionals between the Rebs and Arizona takes place first pitch 1 o'clock. Game 7 in the series, if necessary, will take place at 7 o'clock that night. Women's College World Series, the Gators started out of the winner's bracket, beating Oregon State 7-1, and then got nailed on Saturday 2-0 against Oklahoma State. Florida staving off elimination against UCLA, and it looks like UCLA is the Florida State champs. They've knocked out Florida State and then Florida in softball. UCLA run-ruling the Gators 8-0, and that ends the Gators' hopes for a national championship. Top-seeded Oklahoma will take on UCLA at 12 o'clock on ESPN. And down in the second bracket, Oklahoma State and Texas will take on each other at 7 o'clock. Super likely that we may end up getting a Bedlam edition of college softball's World Series. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State standing by to clash. Could be a Big 12 national championship this year. And finally, we'll get to Major League Baseball. New York Yankees beating the Detroit Tigers 5-4 in 10 innings. Philadelphia beats the Angels 9-7. Pirates blank the Diamondbacks 3-0. Guardians over the Orioles 3-2. Minnesota beats Toronto 8-6. Chicago White Sox beat the Rays 6-5. Giants over the Marlins 5-1. Nationals beat the Reds 5-4. Astros beat Kansas City 7-4. Padres beat the Brewers in 10 innings 6-4. Mariners beat the Rangers in 10 innings 6-5. Braves over the Rockies 8-7. Boston beats the A's 5-2. Mets over the Dodgers in 10 innings 5-4. And in 11 innings, the Cardinals beat the Cubs 5-3. It looks like everybody needed extras to win last night. From the shores of the St. John's on a Back to Work Monday jam-packed edition of your Sports Wrap, this has been BP. We'll see you tomorrow. Get back to the music and more right here on Captain and Company in the Morning.
You heard the saying. There are two things every American does: die and pay taxes. Well, there's a third: watch television. Listen, we all watch TV, but it doesn't need to be cable. With a new dish about the size of a pizza dish installed on your home, you have TV of the future. Did you know with this new home service you can watch TV at home on any computer or tablet that has the internet, even on your phone? Watch TV anywhere in the country, all with this new Dish TV service. You can go on vacation and take your TV service with you, even let your kids watch it at college, all for one low price, locked in for 2 years, and guaranteed to be cheaper than your cable bill. Call right now.
800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. That's 800-293-0328.
Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1,
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends.
Copyright 2022.
The one and only. You're rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. 800-221-4420. That's 800-221-4420.
Monday, so good to me.
Work Monday.
If you on the job right now, quit your surfing. Back to work, fool.
Happy birthday! Because what had happened was I forgot who I was supposed to be talking about. I think I was supposed to be talking about Norman Washington Gliscombe, who was a school teacher for a minute. But he was very famous for this track right here on Captain Company in the Morning. said last night. That's what my mother said last night to George Clinton's people and Tom Brown's people that her own son can't sing, but that's all right. I got a radio show. I can do whatever the hell I want to do because I'm going to sing. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. And at least I remember my lines. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What happened is I forgot. And that's how you kill two birds with one stone. Right here on Captain Company. My own mother had to get up there and say I could not carry a tune in front of Tom Brown and Kim Waters. Wow. And everybody looked at me and said, ma'am, we should be recording this. No, you don't. All you need to do is listen Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And then my digital producer who can't remember, but that's okay. That's all right.
But Cap, you see what happened was
yes.
I didn't have my second cup of coffee, and I didn't have my MAGA Mega memory supplements, so I couldn't recall the phrase that I told y'all yesterday over at Denny's.
You said it 500,000 times. How could you forget? But then again, that would be like Andre Portier trying to pick up the phone when I'm trying to tell him that, hey, do you want to go to dinner with Tom Brown and Kim Waters? And what had happened was I didn't have my hey man, I didn't have my phone on, you know. I'm busy dealing with my wife who still got jet lag. How you gonna blame your wife about jet lag? Come on, man. He threw his wife under the bus, you know.
He threw her under the bus worse than the CEO threw you under the bus. What you're saying?
So see there? At least the press secretary knows better than to throw me under the bus, don't you? Don't you, press secretary? See? Then she got me watching TV shows where people just met off the street and got married. What the hell is this? Okay, all right. Enough of that. That's what happened. But I do like hanging out with her up in Slow Cala because we get to watch the grass grow. That's how slow it is up there. I get to watch DJs not show up to parties up there. I get to watch a lot of just slow things. It's like we went to Bojangles and got a box of chicken, and I was thinking about you, Vic.
I saw the photos, by the way, sir.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, when we got the box of chicken, I looked at the lady and I said, what the is this? The biggest box of chicken I've ever seen in my life. KFC ain't got crap.
No,
on Bojangles.
Nothing.
If you listen to me. If you call your no, I shouldn't say it like that. Let me rephrase it. Hold on. Careful. No, let me back it up. Okay. For my African Americans that like chicken, and you think that KFC is better than Bojangles, please change the channel because you're not black. I don't care if you did go to a HBCU. You're not black.
Preach.
KFC sucks compared to Bojangles.
Oh, yes.
Hell, Church's is better than KFC. Publix is better than KFC.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes.
My chicken is better than KFC.
I can make an argument that Winn-Dixie's chicken might be better than KFC.
Look, yeah. So all y'all KFCers, please change the channel because you're not black. You're not black enough to be listening to this program, I'm telling you. Let me tell you, though, who is really black. And this could bring a firestorm, but you know what? I have my extinguishers right here. George, ready for this? George Clinton's daughter.
Yeah.
This woman cussed out damn near everybody Saturday night. Starting with the DJ that did not show up for the party. She cussed people out that I didn't even know could be cussed out. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
I mean, she cussing out the damn doorman. She cussing out the van driver. She cussing out your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your probation officer. She's cussing out.
She sounds like one of those people I be dealing with for flag football. When the Southern don't go their way, they be getting mad at everybody else.
Hey, George, I'm telling you, this woman slap went off.
But Gabby,
look, Vic, the press secretary called me up in the hotel suite saying, honey, you need to get down here. Because she about ready to cuss you out. And I'm like, oh, no, the hell you won't. I snatched the weed right out your ear.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was going to make her daddy say, do you want fries with that shake? Don't you be cussing me out. Get your name out my mouth. I had nothing. Keep my damn name out of your effing mouth. You're right. I had nothing to do with that fiasco. I set up the promoter with the hotel to have the after party. Now, if they decided to go with somebody else to DJ, then
that's them.
That's them.
That's on them.
So I'm sitting up here minding my own business. 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 And wanted to be left alone for a few minutes to have a quiet drink and a little reflection for my dearly departed sidekick that checked out of here over the weekend. We called him the Root Man down there at 91 Jams in Fort Pierce. And Rudy Root was one of the craziest characters I ever worked with. Only man I know that could sit there and talk and his eyes were just shut as he's talking. But when he talked about Fort Pierce, them eyes got wide open. Just like I'm doing on Twitch TV. Well, Captain, we got to talk about the kids playing softball down here because he likes softball too. And he said, man, them girls out there off of Rock Road, they lost 3-2, and that was kind of sad because I was expecting them to beat the girls from Fort Pierce like that. And I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh.
And that man can drink up your Hennessy. He'll drink up your Hennessy, but won't buy any for himself. You know those kind of people. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Come to your house, eat up your food, drink up your liquor.
And then be asking you for money.
Could you put some on my Cash App? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I was going to say something about McDonald's, but nah, he's the inverse.
Yes, he doesn't.
He brings his own food and takes it home.
Yes. But yeah, Root Man checked out of here, and our condolences.
R.I.P. Root Man.
Yes, our condolences to the Rudy Root down there at Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
But anyhow, back to George Clinton's daughter.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that that's really his biological daughter, because that would mean, let's see, if George Clinton is 82, that woman would have had to have been at least 60-something, and she did not look like no 60-something up there on stage. That girl ain't nothing but 30, maybe 35. And I'm being 21. Yeah, and I'm being nice. And the way she was cursing sounded like somebody that was 15 or 16 years old.
Captain, stop the music. I want to make it a very important statement.
Go right ahead.
All y'all people who be acting this way in public, it takes the wrong person on the wrong day, and you ain't gonna be here no more. With all these people shooting around today, you wanna flip off lip to anybody? That's cool, but you wanna run into that one person who like, stick up, Jack, love it like a player cousin. Pop.
But you know, I'm George Clinton's daughter. I can say what I want to say.
Until somebody says it right back in your face.
Hey. God did not want me to come out of that hotel room. That's all I could say. Because, hey, a good cussing. I love to cuss back at people. Just Because see, I would correct her on her grammar. You can't put a adjective before a pronoun. You know?
Good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio. There is nothing wrong. We have taken control as to bring you this special show. We will return it to you as soon as you are grooving. Welcome to station WEFUNK, better known as We Funk, or deeper still, the Mothership Connection, home of the extraterrestrial brothers, dealers of funky music, P-Funk, Uncut Funk, the bomb.
Coming to you directly from the Mothership, top of the chocolate Milky Way, 500,000 kilowatts of P-Funk power. So kick back, dig, while we do it to you in your eardrums. Oh, me? I'm known as Lollipop Man, alias the long-haired sucker. My motto is...
Make mine the people. I want my funk uncut. Make my funk yeah, make my funk the people. I want to get funked up. I want to get funked up. I want the bomb. I want the P-funk. Yeah. I want my funk uncut. Make mine the P. Make my funk the P-funk. I want to get funked up. Yeah, WEFUNK, y'all. Now this is what I want y'all to do. If you got faults, defects, or shortcomings, you know, like arthritis, rheumatism, or migraines, whatever part of your body it is, I want you to lay it on your radio. Let the vibes flow through. Funk not only moves, it can remove. Dig? The desired effect is what you get when you improve your interplanetary functioningship. Sir Lollipop Man, chocolate-coated freaky in habit form. Doing it to you in 3D. So groovy that I dig me. Once upon a time called now. Somebody says is there funk after death? I say it's 7-Up. Yeah. P-Funk. P-Funk. Uncut funk. I want my funk uncut. P-Funk. Make my funk the P-Funk. Uncut. I want to get funked up. I want the bomb. P-Funk. I want my funk uncut. Make mine the make my funk the P-Funk. Wants to get funked up. Get funked up. Make mine. Make my funk the P-Funk. I want my funk uncut. Make my funk the P-Funk. Make my funk the P-Funk. I want to get funked up. I want the P-Funk. Don't let my funk step on. Don't step on my funk. Make my funk the P-Funk. Before I take it home. Yeah. I dig. Let me put my sunglasses on. That's the law around here. You got to wear your sunglasses so you can feel cool. Gangsta lean. Y'all should dig my sunroof top. Well, all right. Hey, I was digging on y'all funk for a while. Sound like it got a 3 on it, though, to me. You know, I was down south and I heard some funk with some main ingredients like Doobie Brothers, Blue Magic, David Bowie. It was cool. But can you imagine Doobie in your funk? Ho! WEFUNK. We funk.
Make my funk the P-Funk.
Ho!
I want my funk uncut.
Oh, make
my funk the P-Funk. I want to get funked up.
Him.
I want the bomb. I want the P-Funk.
P-Funk, y'all.
Don't want my funk stepped on. Make my funk the P-Funk.
Home of the extraterrestrial brothers. Getting deep. Once upon a time called right now. Ain't it funky now? Far around. Hey! Doing it to you in the ear hole.
Make my funk the P-Funk. I want my funk uncut.
Make mine the P.
Make my funk the P-Funk.
Wants to get
I want to get funked up.
I want the bomb.
I want the bomb. I want the P-Funk. Don't want my funk stepped on.
Oh, make mine.
Make my funk the P-Funk. Before I take it home.
Yeah. When I leave here, y'all, I want y'all to stay tuned for Star Child.
Make my funk the people. I want my funk uncut. Make my funk the people. I want to get funked up. I want the bomb. I want the people. Don't want my funk stepped on. Make my funk the people.
I want to get
Before
funked up.
I take it home.
Don't stop, get down. Talk. Blow your horn. P.U. Wants to get funked up. Well, all right.
Let me cuss you out because my daddy's George Clinton. I'm gonna cuss your behind out because you didn't get me no soda. I'm gonna cut a fool because my daddy is George Clinton. Oh my God, what a weekend and wow. Here's the new one from my boy Tom Brown. Check this one out. It's called Radio Vibe right here on Captain Company in the Morning. And I didn't forget you, Joseph Arthur Thomas, 6'6" of 66. Tom Brown and his latest on Captain Company in the Morning called Radio Vibe. I was just sitting here running off at the mouth, and it dawned on me that today is June 6th, and an old friend of ours was born on this day, who has since checked out of here. And those of you who know me know Joseph Arthur Thomas, a.k.a. Teddy Bear. So I might as well play another Bear Clan track today on Captain Company in the Morning.
Player's definition. Tell him, Teddy Bear. Yeah, Webster says figures one's abnormal, usual tendencies. Not mad at you. Takes one to know one. If you like it, baby, I love it.
She was looking oh so sexy in the club last night, looking for someone to break her off and treat her body right. She was up to no good, I could tell by the look in her eyes that she wants to be the freak of the week, swept others off their feet. Cause she's so unique, but money, hoes, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. I'm here to get mine. I'm just here trying to ease my mind, chilling with my homies, getting my drink on, having a good time. Don't need you sweating me, I've met your time before. And little brother's pocket still asking for more as you walk out the door. Wants to be the freak, then let her be the freak. Swept others off their feet, cause she's so unique. But money, hoes, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. I'm here to get mine. She's coming at you from all your weak points, getting up inside you and infecting your joints, player. I wanna hit her in the most worst way, but she's a freak of nature, a true player hater. Slam, bam, here comes the Bear Clan. Hot damn, another freak is victim to the player plan. Come on, baby, break it down and hear I growl. Rah, rah, rah. Cause she wants to be the freak of the week, swept others off their feet. She's so unique, but money, hoes, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. I'm here to get mine. Come on, yeah, come on, come on, yeah, come on. If it walks like a freak, and it looks like a freak, and it works like a freak, then let it be a freak. You know she wants to be the freak. Don't wanna let her be what she wanna be. Freak of the week, swept others off their feet. Well, she's so unique, but money, hoes, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. I'm here to get mine. She wants to be the freak of the week, swept others off their feet. Cause she's so unique, but money, walls, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. I'm here to get mine. She wants to be the freak, then let her be the freak. Swept others off their feet, cause she's got much technique, but money, hoes, and clothes, that's all this player knows. And players working overtime tonight. Oh my God, that song, well, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just going to let it go. Especially the part about no time for Denny's and Perkins. And if you don't know what that means, well, shame on you. Ah, the good old days. Captain and Company in the Morning. Reminiscing right here on Captain and Company in the Morning. Didn't I just say that? Right here on oldschool101.com and rhythm96.com.
you'll hear him. And I saw him this weekend. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Oh my God. Captain Company in the morning on a Back to Work Monday. Realizing that it's Joe Thomas's birthday, who was tied in with the Bear Clan and Sean Fisher, and my boy Chelsea Capone, and Uncle Larry, and oh my God, the list goes on and on of people that I've worked with in the past. Wow. And since we're reminiscing a little bit down memory lane, where's that track from Chelsea Capone? Damn, doesn't it sound like the song that you just heard? We didn't know any better back in the day. Just listen to the very end of the song, who's singing, and you'll go, what? Yes, I can carry a damn tune. I wanna hit it, hit it.
Checking out the ladies, you know what I mean? I wanna see some booty shaking, this bouncing freak just taking off clothes. Give me a tabletop and we can freak all night, you know it's good to the last drop. Just give me them guts, coop, out and ain't no stopping. All the freaks wanna be with me, so let's go to the moat, we can rock the boat. One freak got jealous, I said don't have a problem, it's not spread around. So if you wanna get with me, take a number and I'll get back to ya. ABD, know I'm with it, so what you wanna do? I wanna hit it, come on get with it, come on get with it, let me hit it. Damn girl, you all of that. Come on, get with it. Come on, get with it. Let me hit it. That kitty cat. Damn girl, you all of that. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. I wanna hit it, hit it. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. Come on, girl, and let me hit it. I wanna hit it, hit it.
Out of that last song, but I did get a radio station started. Thank you, Teddy Bear.
Come, come, come.
now, baby, here we go.
Once again, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and your tray tables and seat backs are in their full upright position. Flight attendants will be coming through the aisles to do their final safety checks. If you have any remaining service items, please pass those to the aisles at this time. Thank you.
You got to get up out of here.
Let's see, from hanging out with Tom Brown and Kim Waters to listening to George Clinton's daughter try to cuss somebody out to a DJ that didn't show up at a party, to me watching a TV show where people got married and I don't even know where the hell they came from, to realizing it's Joe Thomas's birthday. He's been gone for 10 freaking years. Wow, I'm tired. That's one hell of a morning show, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I would say, absolutely, Captain. And you got to rest up because we got 2 for Tuesday tomorrow.
Oh, and I also got to play back what I said at the for the after party about people that can't afford $10. I hear there's some audio tape about that. I have to, get with the press secretary. She's got an illicit copy of that. And maybe Facebook will give me 50 cents for playing it tomorrow. So, since I didn't get a dime off of any of the songs that Joe Thomas produced, along with Sean Fisher. But then again, I got something else, but that's a whole nother story. So, with that being said, Slick Vic, parting shot.
Let everyone enjoy your Monday, and if you go to Denny's and have some red skin potatoes, and you have people calling you while you're trying to finish your parting shot, enjoy the company. And when people call you when you don't need to, just block them.
Okay, that's what it is. All right, brother. Hey, we had fun today. Joe Thomas is probably going, Chris Hill. Now you can have my top shelf. No, Teddy, I don't want your top shelf. I'm fine right where I'm at. I can drink all the Hennessy I want and then go downstairs and cuss somebody out. All right, until tomorrow, Tammy land the plane. See you then.
After a wonderful landing, we would like to be the first to welcome you back to Orlando, Florida. We will be taxiing for a few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate and the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any carry-on bags so that Reese, producer, doesn't trip over them. This is the termination of Captain and Company for today, so if you are boarding a connecting flight via any of our broadcast partners, please check with the homepage of the station you are listening to inside your internet device when you disembark. Please be sure to check your seat back pockets, bathrooms, and overhead compartments for any leftover adult beverages or contraband that you may have brought on board with you. On behalf of our entire flight crew, Captain Chris Hill, Reese, the producer, the CEO, and myself, Tammy, we would like to thank you for flying Captain and Company Internet Airways. We would like to wish you a pleasant stay wherever the music will take you.
This has been a presentation of
Captain and Company in the Morning,
the worldwide leader.
On behalf of your flight crew and Joe Bob the Manager, who's been flying with us on our tail, welcome to Orlando.
Good show. Love the ending. We're all invited back to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Y'all come back now. Here?
I'm out of here anyway. Peace out.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.